glass. And it's a glass that's usable, and it's a glass you can drink out of, and it's not going to just, the cracks are not going to flow, and it will not leak. And he's showing me that's what he's doing in my life. And that's what he can do for anyone who has pain and anyone who thinks, being a Christian is still really hard. But he is a healer. He is taking me back through all these things in my childhood, in my marriages, and of being a Christian and saying, things are not, divorce isn't an option. Well, divorce can be an option if there's abuse. Divorce can be, and he can heal that. He can take the things in my life that I thought, I wanted so hard to fix my life myself, and I worked so hard at it, and I was not succeeding. I was not making my life better. But God can take and he can fix everything that is wrong in your life and the things that were wrong in my life. And he can fix it, and he can heal it, and he can restore it.
Someone say yes? Okay, yeah. Okay. How long has the journey been, Barb?
9 years.
9 years, okay. So 9 years, that's interesting, 9 years. How many believe that God uses numbers? Yeah? Okay. 7 is the number of completion and fullness in God. 8 is the number of new beginnings. 9 is the number of fruitfulness. You can't ever get to a 9 until you have a 7 and an 8. So that means you have to find a place of completion. And when you find the place of completion, you have to have a new beginning, because what's been in the past is in the past. Are you listening to me? What's in the past is in the past. So you got a new beginning. And when you get to the new beginning, then's when you begin to become fruitful. Is she becoming fruitful? Why? Because she doesn't see it the way that it was. The lies that were in her head, the lies that were in her head are being dealt with. Okay? Some of you have lies in your head, and you've made mistakes, and there's a gap between this and that. And you just need to deal with that so you can move forward, because there is hope and there is healing. Say that one time. There's hope and there's healing.
There's hope and there's healing.
Say it again, Bart.
There's hope and there's healing.
Turn and look at those folks out there and tell them, say, there's hope.
There's hope
and there's healing.
And there's healing.
For you.
For you.
Say it again.
There's hope and there's healing for you.
Say it one more time.
There's hope and there's healing for you.
I'm sorry. I need you to say that just one more time. And I want you to listen to it personally.
There's hope and there's healing for you.
Do you believe that? Come on, give the Lord a hand clap and praise. And let Barb know we appreciate her being so transparent. Yeah? Good job. Well done. Well done. Well done. Amen. Well done. Amen. Let me say it one more time. There's nothing that is permanent unless you make it permanent. You know how you deal with mistakes and your failures? You deal with your failures by moving forward. Okay? Failure, listen to me closely. Failure is not final. Turn to your neighbor and say, failure is not final. No, tell somebody, failure is not final. Huh. It's only final if you want to stop there. But if you don't want to stop there, it's not final. Yeah? It's a choice. It's a choice of your will. It's a choice of what you decide. Overcoming your mistakes by correcting what needs to be corrected, and then repositioning yourself to move forward. Now, I can't top Barb and what she said, but I believe she released some hope for some folks in this room and some folks that are listening. The next gap is the inspiration gap. The inspiration gap is, I'm not inspired right now. I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I'm not willing. Okay. Dr. Maxwell says this, and so I'm just repeating him. So if you want to get angry at somebody, I'm just repeating. Don't get angry with me. You will anyway, but that's all right. Winners do what's right, while whiners want to feel good before they do what's right. Winners do what's right, whiners want to feel good about before they do what's right. Let me say it this way. You're one decision away from being a winner or a whiner. All of us have fallen into the trap of whining, guilty as charged. Did I say guilty as charged? All of us have fallen into the trap of being a whiner at one time or another. Okay, I've given you a few of the gaps that relate to us as Christians, and please, the list is not exhaustive. I didn't want it to be exhaustive. I just want to kind of deal with some things. So, if we know there's a gap, can we agree there that we've experienced some of those gaps that I just talked about? Yeah? Okay. If we know there's a gap, we got to find out how to bridge the gap. What's the solution to bridging the gap? I'm looking for an answer. What's the solution for bridging the gap? Got to do something about it? What else? Could somebody say, Jesus is the answer? He'll help you bridge the gap? I mean, please, what I want us to understand is that bridging the gap is so simple, we've made it so difficult. The simple part is that you just have to ask Jesus for help. Help me bridge the gaps that I have in my life and in my mind. Help me bridge the things that have brought me to a place of standstill. Help me bridge what appears to be a deep pit or a deep chasm. And help me, Lord, be able to bridge across that. Now, I'm going to stop here for just a second. I do not like heights. I don't like them, okay? I can get up on a ladder, and I don't like being up on a ladder. I could climb a tree, and the branch be this high, and I'd still feel like I was a mile in the air. I don't like heights. So when I'm flying on an airplane at 30,000 or 40,000 feet, I'm not sitting by the window. Because I don't care whether I can look outside or not. The only thing I want to see is outside is when the plane gets off the ground, and I know that we're off the ground, it means we're airborne. All right? That's all I care about. But I don't want to watch what's going on outside. Did I say I didn't like heights? So what are you trying to say to us? I'm trying to say that I had to bridge my fear. Because there are a lot of things I have to do that require flying. How many know it'd take me a long time to drive from here to South America? And I'd still have to cross a peninsula. I mean, you can't get there without crossing some water somewhere along the way. So what am I saying to you? I believe that Jesus is a bridge builder. I believe that He's a way maker. I believe He's a problem solver. I believe He's a mistake forgiver. I believe He's a gap filler. I believe that He is the answer to all the gaps we have in our life. But we just have to call upon Him. The Bible said to call upon Him while He may be found. Wouldn't it be a terrible thing to call on Him and you couldn't find Him? Or to call on Him and He wouldn't respond? Last week I preached a funeral and of a good friend, and I challenged the family and the family members and all the people who were there to not wait till it was too long. And I had one of the sons come up to me after the service, the memorial service, and the man was ready to go. He was prepared to meet God. And he came up to me and he said, you know what? He said, there's one thing I want to do. He said, I want to make preparation to see my dad again. He said, I hope I don't wait till it's too late. And I looked at him and I said, only you can decide that. That decision belongs to you. You can decide to put it off, or you can decide to act on it. I'm with you. I hope you don't wait till it's too late. What is it that hinders you from doing it right now? And he just kind of looked at me. I said, no, please tell me. What is it that's hindering you from starting right now to serve God? Tears welled up in his eyes, and he said, I guess I'm not ready to let go. I said, let go of what? I mean, I'm not giving up on this deal. And he said, well, I smoke. And I said, okay. So what's the problem? He said, well, I smoke. And I said, you believe that you can't go to heaven and smoke? And he said, yeah. I said, well, can you show me that in the Bible? He said, well, no, I can't. I said, well, so you've already made a preconceived. Now, please, I'm not saying you can smoke and go to heaven. Does everybody understand? I can't, but I'm not going to tell you that smoking is going to send you to hell and make you smell like you've been there, but it's not going to send you to hell. Okay? I'm not saying it's bad, all right? I'm not telling you you're going to be lost because you smoke. What I did tell him was this. Look, until you start turning your life over to God, all the things you think that are keeping you from being a Christian are still going to be there. If you just turn your life over to God, He can help you start working on those things one thing at a time. If you feel like that's wrong, then to you it's wrong. That's what the Bible said. If you don't feel like it's wrong, well, then I'm not going to throw stones at you. God wants you just the way you are. He doesn't want you fixed up. He wants to fix you up. Did you hear me? God wants to fix. He doesn't want you to fix yourself. He wants to do the work. There's a gap between where we are and what we think we need to be. Part of the reason we can't get fixed up is because we're trying to do it all ourselves. Not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit, saith the Lord. Come on to the music. The rich man, when he had the ability to minister to Lazarus, apparently did not do that. So when he wanted Lazarus to minister to him, he could not do that. Please don't get caught in the place where you cannot. Please don't get caught in the place where what you didn't do affects you so you cannot do. We need to learn to bridge the gap. Bridge the gap. Bridge the gap between where you are, where you want to be. Bridge the gap so you can be all that God wants you to be. Now, here's what I know. I'm not as good as I could be. Hello? I'm not as good as I could be. I'm not as good as I should be. All of my righteousness is nothing more than filthy rags in the sight of God. But I'm not going to stop working on me to work on you. Did you catch me? Some people's gap is they working on everybody else instead of working on themselves. Work on you. And you'll be blessed working on you instead of working on somebody else. You know what? When you work on you, you have a tendency to forget about everybody else. If you just work on you, the other people no longer are your focus. It's time to bridge the gap. Would you stand with us?